Hi everyone, it's Laura Milligan from lauramilligan.com and I'd rather be stampin'. Thank you for joining me today. If you're signing on and watching live, please give me a shout out, say hello. If you're watching by replay, leave a comment and say that you're watching by replay. It's always fun to hear where you're from, so if you want to shout out where you're from, that would be great. Let me just make sure I've got everything set up right. I think I'm okay. So we talked on Monday during my Facebook Live about Christmas in July, and I shared a couple projects using the Tidings and Trimmings stamp set and the coordinating dies. And so I have two more projects that I'm going to share with you today. So I'm going to flip my phone down now, my camera view, so that you can see the two projects that I made on Monday, and then I will start working on the ones that I'm going to share with you today. And just as a reminder, I do have an ordering special that ends tomorrow. If you place a $35 or more order in my online store and use the host code, I have it here, you'll be able to see it. $35 or more, I will send you as a thank you a pack of the holiday rhinestone gems, which I'm going to be using today, and I used on Monday a little bit as well. So okay, so there's Jean and Myra. Hi friends. Let me just switch my phone down. So these are the two projects that I made on Monday. One was this cute slimline card, which are so popular right now. Love that one. And then I also made this little framed little gift. I think I would probably want to keep this myself. I love this. I think it's a really cute thing to make at Christmas. To give to someone. They could set it on a table, set it on their desk, set it on their windowsill. It's small. It's small so that it can be nestled into some different Christmas decorations. So those are the two projects that I made. So there's Helen and Tennessee Grand. Hi, Tennessee Grand. Always good to see who's joining in, so thank you. So I have two projects today, and the first one truly could not be any simpler, but I had made one of these last year for it's a one-day holiday retreat that I offered in October last year. I'll be doing one this year as well with all new projects, but this was, I just tweaked it, took my idea from last year and repurposed it with new product. So this is the paper that coordinates with this bundle, and I have it right here. It's on sale through the end of July. It is called Tidings of Christmas, and let me just show you. I love the Christmas tree pattern. There's plaids and florals and little like snowflakes, super, super cute. So I used that, and all I did was took a gift card. And let me just show you, I'll just pull this off. I basically just took my gift card and wrapped a piece of designer paper around it. And then I wrapped this ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and I've got this twisted now, but you would just wrap this around. I don't have an extra gift card with me right now, so I can't show you. I forgot to pull one. But so that just goes, you wrap the ribbon around. In fact, you know what? I bet I could untie this. Yep, then I can show you better. All right, so you're just going to start by wrapping your designer paper around your gift card, and it could be any gift card. It's nice that this particular one coordinates with our colors, right? We're all into that coordination. And then we're going to stamp a tag. And so for my tag, let me pull out my mat here. This is photopolymer, so with photopolymer, I always like to use my deluxe foam mat. I say this every time, but it is an accessory that you can add on with the Stamparatus, and I just like the size of it. I like that it's laminated on the top, so if you do get ink on it, you can just wipe it right off, or adhesive. So I'm just going to stamp the to and from, and that is from the Tidings and Trimmings stamp set. I'm going to use soft succulent ink. Let me grab that here. Actually, no, that's not what I used. I used Evening Evergreen. I'm sorry. So Evening Evergreen, which I have right here, and I'm just going to stamp this little to and from right on my tag. Now this tag is from There we go. The tag is from the TaylorMade Tags, and I have those here. Let me see. I can show those to you. Where are they? Here they are. Okay, I have a lot of stuff sitting here on my table that I want to show you today, so sometimes things get buried, but these are the TaylorMade tags. We use these a lot at my Christmas in July in-person and to-go event that I held, but this one is just the smallest one, and there's two different ends of these. One is a little more fancy, and one is just a little more simple. And then there are these little reinforcements, and so I have one of those I've already cut out. This is soft succulent. That's why I was thinking soft succulent. So I'm just going to attach that, and I will take my Tombow and just put a little dab right on my tag. Let me see. It looks like my glue is... Let me get my glue going here. There we go. All right. Just put a little dab there. You don't need a lot. I love these reinforcers. It's a simple addition to the tag, and I just think it puts that finishing touch on it. And what's neat about these reinforcers are that on this one, for this style of tag, you'll use the round ones, and you can cut 4 at a time. On this more simpler tag, you can cut 3 at a time. So it really saves you time when you're making tags. So that I'm going to do that, and then I have a teeny little star, and this is the little star also from these dies. I'm just going to put a little dab of glue there and add my star. I'm going to turn it a little bit like that, and then I'm just going to put this together. So what I did then was I just wrapped my ribbon around and tied it in a bow. Pull this off. This would have been easier if I had thought ahead and actually pulled my, I'm going to just do this so you can see. So I'm just going to take my ribbon. This is really pretty ribbon. It's a chevron weave ribbon, and it's in Evening Evergreen. So I'm just going to cut a piece of this. You could tie a knot or a bow, depending on how much ribbon you cut. So I'm just going to tie a bow here. This ribbon is really nice. It's really actually easy to work with. It's a nice weight. I kind of like a bow for this. It just dresses it up, but it's a personal preference, I guess. So I'm going to take that, and then I'm just going to snip these a little bit. Get those ends cleaned up here. Okay, push that aside. And then for my tag, I'm just going to take a piece of the linen thread. This is from this Essentials pack. So you get 5 different bolts. And the people that attended my event not only got a full bolt of this ribbon, but they also got a full pack of this. They got a lot of product. I tried to really spoil them. So now I'm just going to take a piece of this, and I will just attach that to my bow. So there's a couple ways you can do that. I think for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and fold this in half. And just do that. And then I will just slip one of these ends under my bow. This is so simple, and I will tell you, I put the one that I had made last year with different designer paper and different stamps and things. It was one of my most frequently pinned item on Pinterest. So apparently everybody liked a super simple, quick and easy way to give someone a gift card, and it sure dresses it up. It makes it look more like a gift. So I'm just going to knot this, and then I'll cut the excess off. Like that. So we have just a little bit of that there. And then I want to position, I don't want this just hanging like that, so I'll just take a dimensional and plop that under there like that, and then I can just position it where I want it. And then of course we want to add a little bit of bling. So I'm going to take one of my gems, and you could use any of these colors. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use the green, and I'll just put that on the center. But if you want to pop more of a pop of color, you know, you could use one of the reddish ones, you could do the blue, you could actually do the gold, any of these. But that is a super, super quick and easy, simple little way to present a gift card to someone. Could not be easier. Okay, then I have, oh, thank you, Myra. And I agree, the tags are great for so many different things. I think you can use them year round. They're not just for Christmas. They are actually in our annual catalog, and I have already used them a ton. Okay, I have another project, and it's one of my favorite ones. It is a cute little cookie box, and so let me show you how this goes together. So I used one of these boxes. These are our 3 1/8 by 3 1/8 acetate card boxes. These actually are made, you can put 3 by 3, you can gift someone like our 3 by 3 little note cards and envelopes, like, you know, just make them a little gift set and decorate the box and make it look cute. But I decided to put a cookie in mine. And so first I'm going to just, these boxes are really easy to put together. They're already scored. And you get, let's see, how many did you get in a pack? 10 in a pack. So these are just acetate boxes. We have really cute, like, packaging things right now. And I don't have a cookie to put in this one, but like this one does. So some of you may want to come over to my house and raid the cookie out of here, right? If you're a cookie monster like I am. So we'll just pretend that I have a cookie in here. So what I want to do is I'm going to have this box open on the right-hand side here, and I'll show you why. Let me get out my little packet. Some more of this designer paper. Whoops. So what I need to do for this is put 2 of these strips together. These are 3 inches, so they're just a little bit smaller than the width of the box. You're going to put two of those strips together in order to cover the entire box. So I will start with that. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal for that. And I mean, you could do either of these patterns. So I'm just going to overlap this like that. And then I'm going to wrap it around my box. And I don't really want this seam here. Actually, you know what? I think I'll just put the seam right at the top there, top and center. So I'm going to fold this, and I'm just kind of creasing it with my hands. I'm going to move this down a little bit just to get this to the back. So I'm just going to use my fingers and just score on those corners there to get a nice crisp look. And then what I can do is take this off. This way you don't have to measure anything. Take my bone folder and just score where those folds are. Get a nice crisp fold. Like that. Okay. So, and there's one more right there. This would be fun if you were having a party and you wanted to just give people like a little favor or something. I'm going to trim this because it's a little bit too long. This was the 6-inch strip. This is 6 by 6 paper, and the 6-inch strip was just a teeny bit too short to wrap around the box, which is why I put these 2 pieces together. So that's going to be like that. So what I'm going to do is just wrap this, and I have my seam there, so it's not really going to show. It's going to be covered up, and I'm going to go ahead and just overlap these edges. So I'll put my adhesive there. And then I'll put some more here to hold this end down. So we're going to put that there. And the reason I wanted to keep this end open here was so that when I give this to someone, they don't have to tear the whole thing apart. They can just open up the side and get their cookie out. All right, so there's that part. And then I have a couple circles. These are from the Layering Circle dies. I did just a regular circle in Soft Succulent, and then I did a scalloped edge circle in the basic white. This set of dies, I'm sure a lot of you already have them, but it is such a great deal. They are $35, and you get the scallop dies, a whole set of those, and then all these circles, and you can mix and match and layer them. That is kind of I guess you could call it one of the workhorses in your crafting arsenal. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and attach this square, and I'm going to get you could use your Stampin' Seal. I'm just going to grab a little bit of my Tombow liquid glue, and I'll just cover that. And so you can see this, by the time I add my ribbon, it's going to cover up my little seam there, which is good. So I'm going to just give that a second to hold. Okay, so we have that there. Now, the other parts of this, I've already gone ahead and done my stamping and die cutting of my stocking. I showed you how to do that on Monday. So I'm hoping you all know how to do that part. And then I also die cut some little sprigs, also from the Tidings and Trimmings bundle. And I'm just going to put that together. These are going to just go right behind this. I love these sprigs coming out of the stocking. It's going to go like that. Just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and attach these, and I'm going to put a dimensional here, and that always helps hold them in place. And it will also, of course, it's kind of doing double duty. It pops them up, but also kind of secures those. And I think I'm going to just do one more just to be safe. You can never overuse the dimensionals, I think. So I'm going to set that aside for a minute. And then the other thing I did was I took the Love You More Than dies. These are also a great set of dies. There is a stamp that coordinates, but I'm just using the dies today. And I used cookies. And so what I did was I used this big foam adhesive sheet, and these are I think you get 4 or 5 sheets of these. Here's a pack. Let's see. I think you get 1, 2, 3. You get 6 sheets. These are like a big giant dimensional. This size. These are like 4 by 4, a little 4 1/4. It looks like square, and you can cut them apart. And I wanted this whole word to pop up. Now, of course, I could have just used dimensionals, but that's pretty small. So I want to show you how I did this. So let me put my ink away. Oh, and you know, before I put my ink away, I'm going to stamp on this scallop circle, the to and the from, also in the Evening Evergreen. So I'm just going to stamp that. And that's all the stamping I'm going to do on that. The sprigs are so cute, and we cut so many sprigs for that retreat, let me tell you. So here's how I do this. I take my die, I'm actually going to go down here. I position it on this big foam adhesive sheet, and I'm going to cut it out. I'm just going a little bit bigger than my die, like that. And then I'm going to take, I'll set that aside. I'm going to take a piece of Evening Evergreen cardstock, and I'm just going to position that over this just to get the same size. This is really cool because the whole word is going to be popped up. and it just is easier. So then what I do is I'm going to pull the top backing off. This is like a dimensional, right? They have this papery part on the top and also on the bottom. So I'm just pulling off one side, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my evening evergreen right over that. So that is now stuck on there. Now I'm going to bring in my cute little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Because this is such a small die, I can use this. And it's funny because I actually had some people here stamping last week, and they were commenting that they actually prefer this mini cut and emboss because you can leave it sitting right on your desk. It's just convenient. So I'm going to put this die right on my evening evergreen cardstock with the foam already attached, and I'm just going to crank this through. And because it's so thick, I'm not sure if one time through would be enough, but I'm going to just do it a couple times since it's on there and it's easy to do. Okay, so now I'm going to go all the way through. And look how cute. This just pulls up. It reminds me of like a little purse. It's so lightweight, and you can just take it wherever you need to go. Set it on your table when you're crafting, and it's all there for you. All right, so I'm going to pull that off. And then I'm going to just pull this die apart. And actually, what I find happens with this one is all of this goes away. This is this part I'm not going to use. And so I still have this stuck in here, and this is sticky on the back. So you have to be a little bit careful. I'm going to take your pick tool, and I have a pointy end. And I'm just going to pull this out. Of course, it's going to stick to my fingers, but that's all right. It's really sticky. So I'm just going to poke this to get it started. And then I should be able to just pull it right out. Just going to poke through all these holes to loosen it, like that. You can see it's starting to come out. Okay, now I'm just going to carefully pull to get it out of there. And there's a couple little like negatives in the letter O and the letter E and the S. So I'm just going to go ahead and poke those out. And they're sticky, so you have to be a little careful. Just going to poke all those out. And this is, like I said, very sticky on the back. So I'm just going to position this. So it's going to go right over my stocking. And so if you notice, what I did was, and I'm going to have these things all over my fingers now, I just put my dimensionals towards the top. I'm not putting any dimensionals here because I actually want this part to be flat so that the cookie is going to stick out more. So I'm just going to put this right here like that. And then this, I'm just going to position this here. Like that. Make sure the letters are straight. Like that. Okay, so there you have that. Looks like I pulled a little bit on that one, but I'll bring in my finished one that I've already made, which looks good. And then I'm just going to take a little bow. In fact, I think what I can do is I may just put my bow right there and cover up that little stretched part. Or maybe just the ends of this will cover that up. So I'm going to tie a bow with this. This is like a crumb cake color. Okay. Like that. And really, I could probably, I could almost just put it right there, right? But I think I'm going to just put it right there. That was my original idea. So I'm going to find some glue dots. And with something little like this, I just kind of squeeze so that I don't want it sticky all over. But there, so it's just like that. And it does kind of cover up that little boo-boo. And then we need a dot for the eye. Now the die actually does cut a dot for the eye, but what I like to do is, it's just easier, is to use one of my gems. So for this one, I'll use the other end of my Take Your Pick tool now, and I'll just pick up one of the dark green. And I'll put that right there. That's kind of the finishing touch. All right. So then before I put this all together, what I'm going to do is take that ribbon again, and I'm going to wrap it around my box. I'm going to tie it over here on this side where the box is going to open up. So when somebody gets this as a gift, all they need to do is untie the bow and pull their cookie out. So let me go ahead and just snip that. Like that. And then I'm going to attach, I'm going to put a couple dimensionals on this. I'm going to go ahead and at least knot this. Well, I might as well do the bow. I'm going to go ahead and tie the bow. And again, like I said, they'll just be able to untie this. And get the cookie out. We'll adjust that a little bit. I really like this ribbon. What do you all think? You think it's cute? Okay, so then what I'm going to do, this is going to go over here, and that's just going to finish it. So I want to pop this up, and I'm going to go ahead and just put some dimensionals at the top and the bottom of this, and I think that will do the trick. We'll put one there, put one there. And that's just going to go on there like that. And isn't that cute? Don't you think that's cute? I love this. And it's a great way. You could use it for a favor for a party, just a little gift, you know, to give to someone. You could add some like hot chocolate, make a cute little bag up or something, and put some of these little cookie boxes in there. Here's the other one. So those are my two boxes. And then this is that super simple wrapped gift card is what I call it. And yeah, I agree, Wendy. I think it's so much fun to pop up this whole word like this. It makes it really, really easy. Those foam adhesive sheets make it really, really easy to do that. So those are my projects for today. So I just wanted to remind you, I do have an ordering special. You can go to lauramilligan.com, and on the right-hand side, you will see a shopping cart. If you click on that, it will take you to my store, and this is the host code that you're going to use. And if you place a $35 or more order by Friday, which is tomorrow, I will send you, along with your hand-stamped thank you card, a package of holiday rhinestone basic jewels as a thank you for ordering from me this week. So that, and I need to say the disclaimer is that's only for online orders. It does not qualify if you are in a club or taking a class with me. This is just for an online order. It's a special ordering special. I'm sorry, it's an ordering special just for my online people. So let me switch up. And thank you for joining me today. I hope you're all having a good day. I'm so grateful that you took the time to watch with me. And I will be back on Monday. So I look forward to seeing you. And as always, I hope you have time to be creative today. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye-bye.